Can you handle it? Origin of Suffering, Part 2. If you can't handle it, you just keep suffering. So you better start handling it. Life is what we see, then understand. Whoever we turn out to be is rarely anything planned. We enter into this world without a plan or design. Where we're going, we're not sure until we walk that line that straightens out before us as the image in the mirror walks towards us. The direction of our path each day usually has some connection to our debts we pay. Where's camera lens? Each of us choose our lifelong destiny by what pays the bills most easily. The reward for all our toil and pain is protecting wherever we finally remain. As we add more people and stuff, the need to suffer is not enough. For the money you need to spend, like eating another meal or sleeping another day. We accept and ignore what will never go away. The need for more money won't end. Unlike in Buddha's Big Family Day, people now suffer more for more to pay to preserve our independent solo autonomy. Families scorn dependent senior lives. Now each family has 5 fathers and at least 2 mother wives who've ignored their children at best completely. Since they charged their children rent, how can they expect their children's convalescent home payment? Today's kids were cast out at 18, so who taught them respect for their elders or how to bathe a senior clean? Sorry, I was distracted. Let's generalize beyond my scope. The origin of suffering Americans contracted is based on fake news and false hope. It's easy to see step 1 of 4. Suffering is suffering until there isn't any more. Step 2 of the Noble Truth is about suffering's end. But first you have to see through what you defend. Green. Weird. Green helicopter with a blue tummy. Not very attractive, actually. Find anything physical or mental that plagues you. Pick any single problem. Now, here's what you do. Look at it, smell it, taste it, and be listening for all the information and notice what's missing. Step number 1 is become a noble expert. Understanding what you're doing and why it makes you hurt. Look for the answers, doing research on your pain. Become an expert who can easily explain everything about your problem. Because now, of your pain, you are smarter, not nearly as dumb as a child, because now you're getting smarter. Being ignorant helps the suffering survive. Though you make work harder. For example, a wart. Yuck! I had those as a kid. I trusted my doctor to know how to get rid. But no, my doctor was an idiot. At least one of them. With scalpel in hand. I still wear the scar on my left knee. Yes, I was a kid, ignorant at 10. I didn't understand that a hole in my left knee or left leg was for an entire summer. I couldn't be playing or swimming with my friends in the sea. Worst summer of my childhood memory. But anyway, so as warts did reappear, I was an outdoorsman, hunter, fisherman all year. I decided to conquer my suffering of warts for another reason. I guess I'll share in this poetic report with a breeze picking up. Feels nice though. It's 90 degrees here. She was a friend's mother at the bottom of the hill. She had warts on her arms and hands, but she waited too long, waited until they grew into her bones, and there took root, and roots they grew, requiring the removal of fingers, actually both hands and arms, in surgeries too, in order to end her suffering. Well, more ugly than painful, but now she was untouchable, disdainful. With fingers like cauliflowers, she was a friendly witch. Just looking at her was creepy, made you kind of itch. So I asked her why she'd have warts till she'd die. She explained how her parents did really try. They cut the potatoes and rubbed those warts hard, then buried the potatoes in her backyard. No need to go further, no need to explain. Hopefully you, my audience, don't have a superstitious brain. So her origin of suffering, how to deal with warts, was never understood. Ignorance is ugly, then becomes an uglier thing. Never turns out good. Add prayer, bad luck, and karma to confuse. All the desperate people who don't know what to choose, all your suffering and unhappiness can end, for better or worse. Do you seek the proper answers instead of believing you've been cursed? Noble truth number 1 is about learning all you can so living without the origin of the suffering can become a realistic plan. That's it. Yeah, you just got to figure out what the heck's bothering you. I mean, figure it out.